Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I love it. Pokemon Scarlet is the first open world Pokemon game I've played. I played Arceus, but this is a true open world, not sectioned off. I never got to Sword and Shield, so I can't compare the two. But I absolutely love it. There was a moment I felt like I cheated the game. I got to Area 4 on accident during the tutorial. But soon after this tutorial, you realize that that's the point. You go where you want, any way you want at your own risk. Making the beginning of this game thrilling, catching wild Pokemon, getting to know new faces, and capture old ones. I was immediately hooked. There are 3 separate campaigns here that you can go at in any order. Storyline number 1, capturing the 8 badges, becoming a champion. Storyline number 2, taking down Team Star. And storyline number 3, finding the game's titans, defeating them and obtaining a new upgrade for your vehicle Pokemon that you can ride around. Corridon for Scarlet and Maridon for Violet. The main difference of these games being Scarlet's main campaign is about ancient Pokemon and Violet is about future Pokemon. But I mostly went with Scarlet for my boy Tyranitar. But back to the open world. You run or ride around, battling random trainers, discovering secrets and new Pokemon, collecting Pokeballs in an Easter egg hunt feel, full of useful items like rare candies and TMs to teach your Pokemon new moves. They all share experience through battles, making leveling up and filling your Pokédex extremely easy. There are these Terra raids scattered throughout the map that you can join solo or with friends for a guaranteed catch of a Pokemon, and you're rewarded beautifully with tons of experience items. I just loved every single moment of playing through Scarlet. And I absolutely loved that there were wild Terra Pokemon that acted almost as the area's legendary Pokemon. Some really well hidden, but most of them just out in the open. But there has to be some bad to this game, right? Unfortunately, yes. The first thing you notice is how awful this game looks. I hope the next Pokemon game is safe for the Switch too, because this game needs better draw distance, especially if smaller Pokemon are made to scale, which is infuriating with how low draw distance is. The larger Pokemon aren't to scale, so why not just make every Pokemon medium size so we can actually see them from the distance, until the hardware can keep up with the demands of the software. But eventually, your eyes adapt to the game and you stop noticing it. Otherwise, the performance and stability of the game have greatly improved since launch. Annoyance number 2, Let's Go feature. You can let Pokemon out of their ball and auto battle around you, gaining a sliver of maybe 10 to 20% of experience compared to a battle. But the distance you're allowed to leave them before they catch up is just too small. And it's annoying to have to keep sending them out. I get it. It's probably a hardware issue. Scarlet and Violet is a next generation game stuck on past generation hardware. But in the future, spawn them to me, still in auto battle, not back into my ball, forcing me to send them out every 10 seconds because they can't keep up. Another annoyance with auto battles is that the Pokemon won't evolve unless in a real battle or given a rare candy from the menu. Please interrupt and cut to my Pokemon evolving and tell me they learned a new move when leveling up. It's the worst, missing a good move they learned and having to go into and edit their movesets to double check you didn't miss anything good during your travels. You certainly almost always do. And my final gripe with the game is that the gyms are just too easy. The map correlation with the gyms just makes absolutely zero sense. There's a giant crater in the middle of the map for one. For 2, the game's path clearly sends you in a horseshoe shape, so why on earth are the gyms ordered in terms of difficulty in a zigzag pattern? Maybe in the future, force the order that the player has to take on gyms and leave everything else open world. Because it's mind-numbing to take on a gym with Pokemon in its teens, with Pokemon in their level 60s as I make my way back down the map. And if that isn't an option, make their Pokemon skill up. I was one-hitting every gym leader beyond my second gym, where I took on the water-type gym leader. The gym leaders in Elite Four are a complete joke in this game, and need to be rebalanced for an open-world structure. Maybe the problem is also the lack of a battle gauntlet older games would give you. You would have to clear a room full of trainers before making it to the gym leader. Bring this back on top of the anime-like side quests you now have to do before challenging the gym. It's not fun to steamroll through. And my final gripe, I get there are 2 versions to encourage trading with friends, but can we please stop coming up with ridiculous stipulations to evolve Pokemon? Some of them are fine, like using a certain move a certain number of times for Annihilate or collecting a certain number of items in the game. But forcing players to play this game's multiplayer for one of the best Pokemon in the game is ridiculous. Also, stop putting Magikarp in games, because I'll never not choose Gyarados on my team if they're an option. Other than Scarlet and Violet being held back by the Switch's hardware, ridiculous evolving stipulations, and gyms needing to be rebalanced, Scarlet and Violet are amazing and addictive games that I couldn't put down. I give Pokemon Scarlet and Violet a 9 out of 10. If you play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, tell me what you thought about it down in the comment section below. If you haven't played it, tell me if you plan on picking it up. Thumbs up. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at Superkengaming. Thanks for watching, and of course, stay beautiful. You thought that video was good? Ha! You should probably watch this video. The very video that's on your screen right now that YouTube hand selected for you out of all my thousands of videos. This is the one that I want you to watch next. And make sure you're subscribed because I'm not a genie or anything, but I'm pretty sure you get 42 years of bad luck if you made it this far into my video and you're not subscribed. You don't have to subscribe. I'm just looking out for you. I'm just looking out for your luck and your life.